it's Katty. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with another project for the Spiegelmom Scraps design team. I am going to create a quick Father's Day card. If you are watching this on the day that it is posted and you are a father, I don't think I have many male viewers, but if you are, happy Father's Day. And I wish all of your husbands and sons and fathers and uncles and everyone a happy Father's Day. So I'm going to create a really quick card. I'm going to emboss this brown piece of paper with this Memento hexagon embossing folder with my Texture Boutique, which you guys just saw. And what I'm going to do is create a football. This card is going to be for my boyfriend, and he's a huge football fan. So I'm going to create a football. And I could have totally used my silhouette cameo to cut out a football, and it would have been a perfect football. But I didn't. I just did it by hand. And as you can see, it's not perfect by any means, but it's handmade, and I like how it looks, so I went with that. I cut some white strips, which you can see on either side. That's just from white cardstock. And then I'm cutting the little sort of like stitching, I guess, out of this paper, and you can see I'm just cutting that by hand as well. So it's all just done by hand. This is literally like a handmade card, like no other than the embossing folder, of course, but everything was done by hand. So I like it. I think it adds a really personal touch. So I'm going to stick that down to the center there, and I will use some Scotch Quick Dry adhesive in my fine line bottle to adhere that down, which I'll do that right now. And that works really well, even on the embossed cardstock. So, and I really like the texture that the embossing folder gave to the football. It wouldn't have been the same, I think, without it. Would have been a little bit too plain for me. So here I go using some of my wonderful Spiegelmom Scraps embellishments. So I took 2 of the cork stars. I'm going to use from the fairy tale mix these white sequins, which you will see in the close-ups. I don't think you can see them very well here because they are on white paper, but you will see them in the close-ups. And they are just some fun white sequins, which I just added along both sides of the white strips. And then I will add a tiny gold star from the gold Stardust sequins pack. And then I did add on top of the cork stars a gold star from the fairy tale mix as well. These little gold puffy stickers are from Maggie Holmes and crepe paper. I think that was from the Shine collection. So I'm going to use those as my title, and I did title it MVP Dad, because he really is. He's an amazing father. So I titled it MVP Dad, and that's going to pretty much be it. One thing I'm going to do is I am going to add a green sequin to the top of the stars, and that's going to be from the Mint Chip mix. So there I go, just adding a green sequin to the top. And I will end up having to stick these down, the ones on the cork stars, with some glue dots, because it didn't stick very well with the Scotch Quick Dry adhesive. So I am placing my a white piece of paper on the inside, because that's going to be where I'm going to write out actually what I want to say to him. So I glued it down, and I skipped that piece at the end. So I'm going to pick it up and redo it. So I'm just adding it, and then I will cut around it. And I did think about leaving a white border around the whole thing, but I will abandon that idea. And I will just cut around it, because it wasn't showing through in the back. I don't know if when I cut it just didn't cut evenly, the front and the back, so it just wasn't showing through evenly on the back, and I just cut it off completely. So that's what I'm doing here, just cutting off that white part. And then when you open the card, it's white on the inside, or on the bottom part anyway, because the top is the brown. So there I go, using my glue dots to adhere down the gold stars and then the green sequins to the cork stars. And that is going to be my final step. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please leave them below. There is a blog post if you want to check out any other products I used. So thanks so much for stopping by, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'll see you next Sunday with another project. Bye-bye.